So, ma'am, welcome. It's so nice that we got you here. And for the last 2 days, I have been traveling with you for various programs and various schools. And your thoughts are kind of very motivating and very inspiring. So, I want the entire world, the entire students. Lifology really want the entire world, students and schools, listen to you through this video. The first thing I would like to ask you is, ma'am, listening to you and traveling with you is kind of like, your level of energy, your level of motivation, and your level of, curiosity to learn new things continuously is too much. It's a lot, I would say. And that is reflecting throughout your life as well, because every time you are a high achiever. So whether it is your Indian police service or your tennis or your social work you do, so what keeps you that driven? So that's the first thing I want to ask you, ma'am.
Praveen, since we're talking about lifeology and we're focusing on children,
Yeah.
I think what we need to understand is it's like a eureka moment. As a child, you get this inspiration. You somehow, something, I think there's a divine blessing. I do believe that there is a blessing, because if you're born with good health, I think, first of all, every child born with good health, born with visionary parents, parents who send them to the right school and right opportunities, I think that child should understand. The moment that child understands, I'm blessed, I'm different from the others. The moment that understanding comes to that child, whether the child is small or into the teens, earlier the child would start fast forwarding in life very fast. You don't choose your parents, you don't choose your school, we don't choose a work, we don't choose a school. Parents give us the school, right?
Correct.
After that, what we do with the school, it's about our own keenness and love. Then the teachers also inspire, and then the school builds you up, right? So I think that's what happened in my life. For me, a blessing moment came probably very early in my life, that I'm different from the others. I'm blessed. I've got great health. I've got the right energy. And I've got visionary parents. And I've got parents who are thinking ahead. And they have a plan for me. They have a vision for me. When did I realize I'm different? When I saw many others who did not have this. Then I asked myself, why have I got what others haven't got? For instance, when we were in the same school, the best school, their parents also sent those girls to the best school. But what the vision they had for them was different from the vision my parents had. The vision for those girls was that parents find the right partner for them in life and soon migrate them out to others' home. My parents didn't have this vision. They said, you shall build your own home and you should choose your own life's plan, but first build your own career so that you can build your own home and grow up to serve the society. And you're a citizen of the world. We are preparing a citizen of the world. Go anywhere you want, do whatever you want, but with a strong foundation. When I realized that this is the difference. They are in the same school. They are born of wealthy parents, like mine were, right? But also educated parents, but not inspired with a vision for their daughters. And I realized I am truly blessed. So what do I do with this blessing, which I'm blessed with? And what I do with this blessing is not to lose a moment of this great blessing, but to build on this. So I think my message, if you ask me, to the children is, the moment they realize they got, and each one of them build with good health, born with good health, and born with parents who are going the extra mile to provide you with Lifeology or the best school, that's going the extra mile, right? I think then there's no stopping. So I think I was a non-stopper of this realization of this blessing, God knows from when, from my very early years. That's why I was thoroughly grateful for whatever I had. I was a non-demanding child because I felt I have it all. What do I demand? I remember my parents, my mother used to put some pocket money in my pocket when I used to travel for my tennis tournaments. And I came back with the same money because money was not the issue. Issue was, what do I go for? How do I play, earn a name for my family, and my parents I do them proud.
Correct.
So the focus was then, they are giving me everything they have. Time, energy, money, vision, focus, attention, dignity, self-pride, love, lot of nutrition, lot of great food, lot of time on my tennis court. So what can I do for them? That doing for them, and while their vision was global, national, there was national. That's how I want to do. I also second thing I saw, which made the difference on choosing a career, was when I saw disempowered people suffering from injustice. And I said, I am not to be one of them. I got to be on the other side where I empower them and provide justice to them. And how can I do that? And I found women disempowered. And I said, no, I'm not going to be one of them disempowered women. I've got to be an empowered woman, equipped woman, capable woman who can give to them and provide some relief. See, so I realized, teenager, that I'm blessed because I've got the best school. The second thing is, when I saw disempowered people, disempowered women, and also women dependent
Correct.
on somebody else to provide for them.
Correct.
I said, I will in my life never be dependent. So I think these are few realizations. If they come early in your life, then nothing stops you. Because then it becomes a habit and it becomes your character trait. Because then you value your time, you reap as you sow, and you sow as you reap. See, it's reaping and sowing becomes a beautiful cycle. So if I am sowing the right thing, I'll reap today. If I'm sowing today, I will reap tomorrow. But reap not for myself.
Yeah.
Reap to share.
Correct.
Reap to give. Reap to distribute.
Correct.
And as I reap and as I distribute, I get so much of joy. So I found my source of joy. And my source of joy was giving.
Oh.
So that's how I chose a job of giving. So I have given in my service 40 long years of Indian police service. It's been each day of giving to somebody what he or she needed.
So ma'am, wonderful to listen to that perspective. I would like to know, it's like there are parents who are not as visionary, or not as clear, or not even having that level of an attitude towards growing children in the right way. And on the other side, a lot of children are there who are not ready to listen to the parents as well. So this is creating a huge issue there. So what's your words towards those two groups?
Okay, the first one, where parents don't have a vision for their children. Well, then school has it. Your teachers may have it. But do you have one? Does the child have one? If the child, it's like a candle lit. You can light your candle from within. Nothing stops you. If you are reading, hearing, seeing, observing, sensitizing, aren't you developing a vision of your own? And if you develop a vision of your own, then you start looking around, who's a part of this vision? Parents don't seem to be a part of the vision. But maybe some school teachers.
Yeah.
You will find that light somewhere, a candle. Go and light a candle from there. So, but if both don't have it, then you don't even know what you've lost in life.
Correct.
Then you don't even know. Then ignorance is a bliss. Then remain in that bliss. But in the first one, where you realize that somewhere you are a loser, because your parents are not visionary, or they're not ambitious, or they don't have a dream for you, you dream yourself. You are a life yourself. Why don't you live your life? And on the contrary, go and give your dream to the parents.
Interesting.
Saying, Mommy, Listen to me.
Yeah.
This is my dream. Come dream with me.
Yeah.
They might start dreaming with you. Or they might just say, go ahead, beta, you have our blessings, you go on. Or they say, we don't care. You do what you want. You go on, what stops you?
Yeah.
The third is when neither your parents have a dream and nor you have a dream and both of you are ignorant, then live in the bliss of ignorance. That too is life.
That too is life. Yeah. Got it. So that's an interesting perspective, ma'am. So tea, please. So another problem, I don't call it as a problem. So another scenario is like, many times I could feel that. So the parents and children are not understanding their value each other. So it's like the children, maybe when they are children, so they are not understanding the value of parents. By the time they understand the same, the time might have already flown a lot. So do you think that such a scenario is very common? And do you think that the mutual value is lacking somewhere?
That's where the schools have to play a very vital role. Because that's where the teacher's role comes. Teacher then is a mother outside the school. So the teachers are missionaries. Teachers are not employees. Teachers are missionaries to transform, not to teach, but to transform. So that's where the teachers have to step in. It's bad luck if the child doesn't even have a vision, parents don't even have anything to say, and teacher also doesn't ignite, and the school also is a routine school only to mark attendance. Then all I can say is bad luck.
Correct.
It's bad luck.
Tough.
But it's tough luck.
Tough.
But you can start at any time of your life.
Correct.
So the moment you become aware comparatively, why does he have everything I don't have?
Yeah.
Ask yourself. Well, somebody helped them or he helped himself.
Yeah.
Then find out. If you want to be, start from wherever. Even if you can't get into college, or if you've gone from primary already to higher, moment you got realizing you're comparing and you want to be somebody different, then solutions are around.
Got it.
Seek it, search it,
Got it.
Google it, find out, you'll find Lifology, you'll find Lifeology. Go back.
Yeah.
So like Lifeology, seek guidance of your elders, mentors, friends, maybe good.
Yeah.
Today even Google helps you. So,
Correct.
these if you say, I am not having this, what do I do? Sometimes even the internet helps you. And on the YouTube, they're very inspirational YouTube lectures, very inspirational. Go to them.
We in Lifeology,
Yeah.
so we coined a term or use a term like lifologist. It's like, it's like psychologist or like a biologist, so a sociologist. So we believe every parent, because from what you said now, it's like, every parent should be having a vision. Every child would be listening to the parent. If the parent is not playing the role, then the teacher should come in. And we believe every parent or every teacher should play the role of a lifologist.
Yes.
Which is supporting the life of children.
Absolutely.
So what's your take on that, ma'am? Everyone should be a lifologist, right?
But why not have, I think there's a need for, so far as Rahul Ishwar has been saying, that so far we are all parenting instinctively.
Correct.
He's right.
Correct.
We are parenting instinctively. We're trying to do what my moms did, my dad did, my grandparents did, or others did, and we parenting. But that's trial and error. What if happens? Lots of errors.
Correct.
Because then that child's life will pay through the nose.
Absolutely.
It could be health issues, it could be emotional issues.
Absolutely.
It could be intellectual issues.
Absolutely.
So therefore, and it can be all mind management issues. I think there's a serious reason, because now parenting is becoming more complex.
Yeah.
It's becoming much more challenging.
Very challenging.
Earlier it was simpler. Now it's challenging because distractions are sky high. Just far too many distractions.
A lot, yeah.
Far too many choices to make. How does the child make the right choices at the right time, in the right amount? So therefore it's time that we do have parenting institutions. In some places there is a premarital counseling.
Correct.
Singapore
Correct.
does premarital counseling.
Yeah, yeah.
I think premarital parenting challenges and premarital counseling is not so you can use it parenting, understanding, but That's Lifology as a parent,
Got it.
Lifology as a child, Lifology as a teenager, Lifology as a because life is life. These are all phases of life.
Correct.
So I think there's a need for serious need for understanding parenting, and so that when you've given birth to a life, that life is well lived
Correct.
and contributes to the strength of the humanity.
Got it.
Is an asset to humanity
Yeah.
rather than being a liability.
That means every parent should be kind of a lifologist.
Yes,
Right.
but learn.
Learn.
Some are again instinctive learners,
Yeah.
or some can learn, but some can observe, but can also go back to some places where they say, I'm having these issues, how can I deal with it? This is something which is needed. I
Perfect.
don't see an outlet for that yet.
So I have one more thing to ask you. Like, you are always, no, I'm just focusing on your career. So you are, because I'll be more interested in that also, because Lifology is also into career. It's like, you have always been into a career superhero, and we are trying to make our children career superheroes. So to make a child a career superhero, to be a child a career superhero, because this will be watched by, I would say, more than 1 million students across the globe for sure, and mostly the Indian kids, so others as well. So to make a person, or to be a person a career superhero, so what is your advice to them?
Very simple. One day, a child is walking with his grandfather, and he says, Daddy, exactly asks, how can I be a superhero? Tell me, how can I be a superhero? He said, become where there's a total vacancy in the world, and large vacancy in the world. And the child says, what is that, grandfather? He's be a good human being. There is no competition in being a good human being. And good human being is one who has all these value systems intact, but who's also very strong professional, because a good human being doesn't go to bed. He sleeps as much as necessary. He doesn't unnecessarily go to bed. He sleeps when it's necessary. Rest of the time, he's invested into the progress of humanity or society and growth of his family and his near and dear ones. And he's not only acquiring for himself, he is acquiring to give and share. He's a child. Go there you will be a superhuman hero, because there's a total vacancy of good human beings. So I think, to me, a superhuman hero is one who's a very good human being at heart, skilled,
Yeah.
equipped,
Yeah.
and also all the time thinking positively for the benefit of others, but keeps growing himself as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And naturally make a person a career superhero as well. Thank you very much, ma'am. I would love to prolong this conversation, but due to the interest of time, let's keep a pause. Thank you very much. Wonderfully listening to you.
Thank you.
And wonderfully, I'm personally getting inspired.
Thank you.
Very